So we are talking about parallel development here. So when we are going for parallel development, what would be the concerns we have is, see, basically, we have a large project where multiple teams would be working on the same project, right? So whenever so this is what happens is one team will be working on the same application, another team will be working on the same application. It's like that, some 5 or 6 teams are working on the same application. So when they work with the same application, there would be a, the what do you say, the collaboration would be very challenging for us. Okay, because the same team might be working on the some rule which is already worked by some other team. So there would be some collaboration issues, because your project have to be completed within a stipulated time, and but you are still in a jeopardy where your guys are just simply checking for the what rule went wrong, or where went wrong, because of this large project and so many teams. So to avoid that, what Pega is offering you is parallel development using branching or branch rule sets. Okay, so the concept comes as a branching here. So how do you do that here? Okay, so how are you going to avoid these challenges using this team development? Okay, so what Pega will ask us you to do is, you just create a main application. Okay, whatever the application you want to create, you create it. But on top of this main application, you create some team applications. Okay, team A has to work on one team application. Team B has to work on one team application. Team C has to apply work on the other application. So what is happening is, every team is working on their own application. Maybe this application, whatever the application you created, is built on the main application, but every team has their own application and their own user stories to work upon. So this time what happens, there would be no challenges here, what is happening there or what is happening here. You are not worried about who has checked in or who has checked out the rules, and why they have checked in, because only your team, for example, if there is 40 team members of working on the project, then your team would be 5 people, like that. 5 8 are 48 teams would be there. So each of them will be working on your own user stories, and it would be very easy to understand between you five, instead of understanding between all the 40. So you got the user stories and you'll be working on it. So once you create your application, once you're done with all your requirements, all is done, then what you do is you will resolve you will merge your team application into your main application. Okay, so whenever you're merging, there would be a happy thing which will merge each and every rule into the main application. Or there would be some conflicts where your rule might be, whatever the rule you are using, the same rule might be worked by some other team, and these two are conflicting. Okay, that can be also happen. So whenever there is a conflict, system detects that there is a conflict. It will show you which type of rule is conflicted and who have been created. So you can just check with that, and those whoever have created, you can sit together and check what is actually the requirement and whose rule is perfect. Okay, so whose rule is perfect? Like, for example, if yours is perfect, then you will be resolving it. You will be resolving it. Sorry, if someone's rule is perfect, then you will be resolving it, so that their their rule will be included into the application. Or if yours is perfect, then they will be resolving their issue. By that, your rule will be available in your main application. So after this conflict, again you have to sit together and check what is actually, which rule is perfect for us, or which rule is connecting with our requirement. Okay, so then you will after that, what you do is you will be merging, and all the teams applications which are there will be merged into the main application, and you can go with the main application at the end of your all the requirements are completed. So this is what happens in the team in the branching or team parallel development. Okay. Yes, so you'll be creating rule sets first. You'll create first branch rule sets, and on that you'll be creating all your rules. So whatever the rule you created, it will be associated with your branch rules. So we have to follow some steps, and what are those steps means? First, you have to create a team application, which is built on the main application. I said, create one or two development branches in the team development, as I mentioned, right? If in the team also, you can mention again branches. Okay, so who are all working. So grant access to the team application and create and configure rules using the branch. And next completing that, you can merge each branch into the application rule set when developers in branches is completed and stable. So you can do that. These are the 5 steps which you have to do. So let's do these steps practically and see uh, how it looks, and how we can see the conflicts, whether we can see the conflicts or not. Okay, so for this, what we need a main application which is already there with us. Our main application is with us, and on top of it, we have to create our own applications. So let's create our application. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So this is our main application. So what we need to do is we need to create team applications on it. Okay,
Mm.
let's create team applications. How do you create? You can either create um, from here, open the application definition. Okay, so you can save as this. You can save as this. Yeah, you can save as this. Yeah, so this would be our team application. One team, can we can give one UI team like that. Example, I'm saying UI team. Okay, so auto instance claim. If you want, do you want to give this much big? Okay, UI team, the team. Okay, so then create and open. So this is a team application. Your team application has to build on what? It has to build on your main application. So your built-on application should not be Pega rules and UI kit. So what you do? You just remove this and add application. Okay, that is your application, and this one is its version. Okay, so you're saving this. That means one team application is created for you. So you ask one team to work on this. So if you're saying that one team has to work on this, then what do you need to have? One team. You want one team to work on this, right? So what do you want to have is you need to create an access group for this particular so that you have to create an access group so that someone will work on this application. So let's create one access group. So how to create an access group? You can go to records, you can go to record security and access group. You can do in this way, or you can open the access group from here, which is already there for your application, and you can save as this,
Mm.
which is easy for us. Yeah. So this is for what? This is for UI. So you are creating an access group, but the application which it has to hit is your UI application. So yes, so what did you do is you created an team application, and to access the team application, you created access group. But access group in itself will not make you to access the application. You need to have an operator also. So we need to create an operator. So for this also you can do the same what I did now, but you can just go to the operator which you already are seeing, and from there you can. Okay, so I'm just creating one UI operator. create and open, but this person has to connect to the application which we created now. So now you can check whether this particular UI operator can create can he open an application or not. I'll just, yeah, UI operator, and this password is same as what you have taken for your password. Right? He's connecting to what claims UA. So that's fine. We are okay with this. Now let's log off. One team application is created. So let's create another team application.
Log off.
Yeah, this is for okay. Save. Cross. You can take the at axis group crosshair icon axis group from here. Yeah, crosshair icon. Yes. Save as.
Why?
You don't want to create axis group?
No, we have already authors UA, right?
That is for team A, right? For team B also you have to create.
Okay.
You have to create team applications for each team, right? So for team B, you are creating another access group. Okay, so these are also working on UI. You want to give UI, so we'll give UI 2.
On
So
the
this
same application.
actually we have to create another application. So let's make it as claim UI 2. Right here too. From here also we can create, right? Cross array. It's 2. Create and open. Save. Okay. Okay. So we created one application again, another team. So, and for that we created one access group, which I saved now. And for this access group to be accessed, we created one operator, that is UI2 operator. Yes. So now here this UI2 operator should access which one? Access UI2 of access group. So our first step is done now. What is it? Create team application for the main application. So how many team applications you have created? 2 applications. One is for the UI, another one is for UI2. So you created those 2 applications. Now on those applications, you have to create branches. Okay. So you have to create branches. So let's open those 2 applications. So where are your applications? So we have to create branches. So where is your applications? Your applications will be under records application definition. So you created 2 applications. Let's open those 2 applications. ABC instance claim UI is one, and ABC UI 2 is another one. So I'll create one branch. This is UI branch. UI 2 branch. Submit. Whenever you create a branch, there should not be no spaces in between the words. Okay, this is UI2 branch. And this is UI, so I'll just make it as UI branch. UI1 branch. Save. Hope we saved this also, right? So we did
Mm.
branches also. So according to our steps, what we did, create one or more development branches in the team application. So we created one, not more, one we created for each of them. So grant access to the team application is your third step. What is that? Creating access group, creating operators and all, we did this. Actually, we thought before this second step only, we did the third step. Okay.
Mm.
So three steps have been completed. Next, create or configure rules using the branch. Next, we have to create and configure the rules. So we created operators, right? So let's log off and log in with the operator, team A application operator. So this is first team A, team A's operator. That is your UI first claims application. You got this, right? So go to case type and just check what it is, how it is. Okay, you got some apply loan out there. So we will go to App Explorer. Okay, so let's work on the UI. So expand apply loan. Go to user interface. Okay,
Mm.
right. So open one of the section there. So correct applicant details. Yeah, you want to work on this particular applicant details. You want to add what is this applicant details? You took name, age, email, mobile, salary, expenditure, savings, but you didn't add anything should add here. Date of birth you didn't add. So you want to add
Mm.
date of birth also. So let's check out this. So whenever you're going to check out, you have to check out this to branch because you're working on the branch team application. So how do you check out to branch? You have a on the checkout, you have a down arrow, right? So click on this and click on checkout to branch. Okay, so click on checkout to branch. If you see after checking out to branch, it will ask you in which branch you want to check out. As we have only one branch in this, so you're going to select one branch from there. Okay. Now you add that particular date of birth values. So you don't have the operator itself also. Do you have, you don't have property
No.
also. You have to create a property. So how to create a property? Go to data model, right click on the data model, create. Okay, so whenever you're creating a property here, are you creating in the main application? Wait. Are you creating the main application? No, right? You're creating in your
No.
branch. So you have to take care of that. So add a branch. Right, now you can create and open. So this should be date and time. This should be date and time. So change text to date and time. If you look here, if you look into this particular thing, your rule set has changed. Okay, your rule set has changed. If you see rule set in the brand, if you see in the brackets, it shows you branch. Save. Yes. So once you save this, you can go back to the collect applicant details and add that DOB over here. Save this. Save and check in this. So you got how many rules in your branch rule set? You got two rules. Yes. One
Mm.
is your section and one is data model. Let's see. Go to sys records in sysadmin. We'll just check what are the rules which is created. So this is one our branch rule set which we created now, branch underscore UI. So if you see, there are two rules which we have created. Yes. So if you click on
Mm.
this, it would be DOB and applicant details. Right? So in this way, you create your rules and you will modify everything in your branch rule set. But now the same rule is available. For example, if we talk about collect applicant details is available in your main application, that is in your team application, also in your branch application also. Yes or no? So how it is, like how you can means which rule set will take the prior here, which whether it is branch rule set or application rule set, means it is always branch rule set. How do you know
Hmm.
that branch set will have the priority? Means go to your operator menu and click on profile. So first priority will be given to your personal rule set, and next priority will be given to the branch rule set. And if you have production, then in between you'll have production. Can you see branch is coming first, then only it will come to ABC instant, right? So branch is always given you the first priority. So in the same way, we'll do the another thing in the second branch. So can you log off this? Hope did we create a branch in that also? Well, did we create a branch in it? Yes, UI2 is created, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So let's open the same thing here, same rule, same section. Go to App Explorer. Yes. If you see, there is no date of birth. Yeah, there is no date of birth here. So that means whatever the changes which we have done in the team A will not be reflected in team B because they are working separately. Now here you want to add another property. You understood that there should be one property here and you want to add it. Okay. Or you want to change the column over here. You want to change the column to 2-column layer. But how do you change first? You have to first check out to branch. Yes. Okay. So you change, save this, check in this. Oh, you have written. Can you see in the time of this only it is showing, right? There may be a merge conflict with this rule. It is modified. Can you see the warning over there? There may be a merge conflict with this rule. It is being modified in another branch UI by tested even operator. Can you see that? So
Yeah.
already you are getting a conflict here. It is already saying, giving you a warning, even though you want to check in this. Instead, here you can avoid it. Actually, you can avoid here itself, not to do any changes, but still you want to do it. So let's do that.
Yeah.
So if you run this section, if you run the case, what happens? You will show it as two-column layout.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Just you log off and log in with the first operator. First operator in the sense the team A operator, that is your UI operator. So now let's merge this. If can you run a case now, we'll see what actually it is showing here. Can you create a case of apply loan? If you see DOB is showing here, and it is a one column layout as because you are in the team A. So let's merge this. How to merge? Go to application definition. So you understood that everything is done perfect. So you want to merge now. So go to application definition, click on the team branch, that is UI 1. And here you will see two rules which are already there for in this branch rule set, right? One is collect and one is DOB. Okay. Yeah. Now you have to merge this. So how do you merge? Go to actions and click on merge. Proceed. Do you have any conflict here? No, because no one has merged this into the main application. You are the only one first who is merging into the main application. So there would be no conflicts at all. So if you see, there were no conflicts at all. There are two rules which are there in this, and there will be no conflicts. You do not want to create. It is asking whether you want to create a new version. No, I do not want to use the old new version. I'll just go with the old version which is already there. Okay, so let's click on merge. So if everything is quite well, then you will have a successful merge. Yeah, all rule sets successfully merged. That means all the two rules which are there now is created properly. Now you can just log off and log in with the main application operator and just create a case. And if you look into this case now, DOB is coming up over here. Actually DOB created in a branch rule set, but once you merged, it went to your main rule set, and that is already taken care by your main application, and you got this DOB out here. So you merged, it merged into main application. It is merging into your rule set, which at ABCINCAR rule set, but this rule set is there in your main application also, right? So it will take from there. So you will not touch your main application. Whatever the changes you do it in your team application only. So log off and log in with team2, that is UI2 operator. Let's merge team2 UI, right? UI2. How do you do that? Branch. So go to definition. So click on UI2. Go to action. Merge. So already you merged collect applicant details. Now you are going to merge the same applicant details to the main application. You got a conflict, and your merge is also not happening. Whenever you have a conflict, you cannot merge. So you'll see conflict. What is the conflict? You see a rule in lower version has been updated more recently than when checkpoint was created. One conflict is created. It will show you the, it has to show you the rule. Okay. So if you see, this is the one which is there in UI2, and this is the one, if you click on this rule, this particular rule set, you will see the rule which is there in it. So that is, this is one. So you understood that DOB is added here, new one, and in your application, you will see in your application you see it is in a 2-column layout. So now you have to understand what has to be done. Either that have to be there or this have to be there. Okay, one already UI1 operator, what he did, he merged into it. So can you go and sit together with him and see what is happening over there? No, right? At this time, it is not possible. What you have to do is you have to call him. You have to call him and ask him that this is also necessary. 2-column layout is also necessary, which you didn't do. You can do it. So for now, what I do is I'll make it as resolved. So I'm making this as resolved and submit. So that conflict is resolved. Let's see what happens if I resolve it. Okay, whether this will work or that will work. Okay, so let's log off. Can you log in with the main application now? So because we merged second operator, right? Yeah, can you create a case now? Yes, so whoever resolves, their UI will be coming into the picture. Whoever resolves, his changes will be reflecting into your main application. So this is how you do it. But rather than you change every time, you can see at the time of check-in only that someone is working on it. You can sit with him and say that, as you already working on this, I also want these things which have to be completed. Then you can